I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? I'm doing all right today. Today I am back and I'm bringing you guys a brand new build here on the channel. This is my level 137 Blight Paladin. We'll talk about the build and all that stuff, but first of all, I just want to apologize to you guys, man. I know I've been away for a little bit. The truth is, I got really sick, and I couldn't even play the game at all. Like, no Elden Ring, no videos, no nothing, man. I couldn't do anything. I was very ill. I couldn't stream, nothing. But you know, I'm back now. We're gonna slowly get back into the swing of things, and we're gonna start out today by showing you guys a brand new build. I bet you didn't know that you can parry Giant Hunt. There you go, you can parry Giant Hunt. We'll talk about the build and stuff like that. I think I've said previously that I've never been a fan of the lightning spells in this game. The red lightning, the blue lightning, the yellow lightning. They were a little underwhelming to me, but I definitely wanted to make a class, a build that kind of use these things. And you guys know me, I like to make really specific lore heavy characters rather than just builds. So I did come up with an idea, and it does tie into something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is the death blight mechanic. Now sadly, this is not a clickbait. I didn't death blight anyone in this video because it is damn near impossible to actually death blight somebody. But before we talk about all that stuff, guys, you guys can do me a quick favor, man. I've been away for a little bit, but the last video I made, you guys absolutely smashed it. I think I gained like 50 subs or something crazy like that off that anti-bleed build video. So thank you guys so much. But if you guys don't know, we're trying to hit 1,000 subs before the end of the year. We're almost there. We're right at the cusp of 700 right now, which is crazy. What are we in? What's this month? This is June? We're in June. We're already almost at 700. Thank you guys so much, man. So if you guys would do me a favor, if you guys watch my videos all the time and you don't subscribe, now is the time to subscribe, man. Like and subscribe the video. And yeah. Also, if you guys are interested in streaming at all, I do stream on Twitch. I'll put my name on the screen right there. I think we're 5 followers away from 50 over on Twitch. So if you guys want to give me a follow on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate it. I think at 50 we actually do get a sub button. So if you guys want to contribute to helping me get a sub button, you know. Giant Hunt, by the way. Giant Hunt. Anyway, let's talk about the build. I kind of want to talk about the character first. You guys know I like to make a really in-depth lore regarding characters. So this guy is a Blight Paladin. So he's like a... I kind of imagine him to be like a Knight of Godwyn before Godwyn got all fucking killed in the Night of the Black Knives and all that stuff. But he's back now. And he still follows Godwyn, even though Godwyn is a mangled fish corpse down in the deep root depths. He's spreading death blight everywhere, and he kind of sees it as you know, if this is what Godwyn wants, this is what Godwyn wants. So I will use the death blight myself. Now, sadly, we don't have a lot of options in the game to be able to death blight people with. And also, it's probably a good thing, because if you could death blight people in this game, like to an extreme degree, it'd probably be the most busted thing in the game, because if you guys don't know, death blight instantly kills you when you get inflicted by it. It's similar to curse and you know, frenzy. Frenzy? No, not frenzy. Not frenzy from Bloodborne. Look at this guy teabagging, by the way. He's adorable. You guys know my setup nowadays. Grave Scythe into World Knight's Resolve versus Great Shield just absolutely shreds them. And lightning infused weapons do they do a good amount of crit damage too. So I love this white mask blue with Rivers of Blood joining in on the teabag. That was just fucking great. Anyway, what was I talking? What was I talking about? Death Blight. So there's only like 3 sources in the game that can actually inflict Death Blight on other players, and that is Death Lightning, which is pretty much what this entire build is centered around. Just the look of Death Lightning, casting it, all that stuff. It just makes the build look really cool. And I think it actually fits the color scheme pretty well, so like this is the main incantation for the build. The other spell that inflicts Death Blight is Fia's Mist, and now believe it or not, even with these numbers, which will be at the end of the video, by the way. If you guys are curious about the stats and stuff like that, that's all at the end of the video. So even with these numbers, we can cast Fia's Mist. We just need to put on the Stargazer Heirloom and put on the Intelligence tier, and we can get up to 24 Intelligence, and just any random staff, and then boom, we can cast Fia's Mist. I did try Fia's Mist. I gave it a good college try, guys. I did give it a good college try. I think I got really close to death blighting a host on last night when I was invading. But sadly didn't happen. I killed him before I even could death blight him, which is what happens a lot of the time when you use the Eclipse Shodels, which is the death blight weapon in the game. Now, my advice to you is that if you are hell-bent on death blighting someone, I would make like a level 40 build, or even 30, something like that. And I would have one Eclipse Shodel that's like plus 3 or 4, and then I would have one that's completely not upgraded at all. The reason why you don't want to upgrade it is because the Eclipse Shodel does too much damage, so you're likely to kill someone before you death blight them. So if you have one that's not upgraded and you have one that's upgraded, that kind of minimizes your damage, and that's a good thing if you're trying to death blight somebody. Now if you just want to fucking clap people with the Eclipse Shodel, that's on you. It ain't that hard to do. The weapon is insane, honestly. But yeah, the problem with making a low-level death blight build is the requirements for the Eclipse Shodel is insane. I think it's like 25 dex and 35 faith, or something crazy like that. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But yeah, like the stat requirements for that weapon are crazy. You'd have to use like Sword Seals and Heirlooms and not tiers to just to even get that shit to function right at low levels. But that's your best bet, because that's when people have the least amount of death blight resistance, is around that level. Now, personally, I pretty much have given up on trying to death blight somebody. It happened one time to me, and I kind of want to just keep it as the one time it happened to me. So I was streaming one time, and this guy that I was invading came into my chat, started stream sniping me, started talking shit to me. Basically, just getting mad that I was shooting him with the jar cannon on my jar pirate, right? Just getting fucking angry. I then decided, okay, now you're my hostage, and I AFK'd in his world for like 45 minutes on that stream. These guys eventually got so scared, they were at Altus, and they ran into the forest with the worm faces. And they got death blighted by the worm faces while fighting me, and that was pretty much the one time that I've ever death blighted somebody on this game. Not even really through my own actions, but through the actions of the enemies around the area. Anyway, this build, you know, it has lightning infused weapons. It's got the Zweihander, it's got the Bolt of Grand Sacks, it's got the Dismounter, the Banished Knight Halberd, which I showed off a true combo with it. Shout out to Hellguy for showing me that true combo with the Banished Knight Halberd. I understand why he likes it now. This might be the laggiest little fucking fat boy I've ever fucking seen in my life. You'll see what happens later, but I did a fucking scorpion from Mortal Kombat on this guy. Like, he tried to get away from me, and I went, "Get over here!" and he got fucking yoinked back and got critted. You guys will see it, but yeah. And you guys know I love my grave scythes. Grave Scythes, World Knight Resolved. People think that I came up with this. I didn't come up with this this little scythe World Knights Resolved shit. I think I actually seen Saint do this. So if you're gonna credit anybody with this little mechanic using World Knights Resolved plus a scythe to go through a great shield, it was Saint that did it. And get over here! I would definitely put the sound effect if I could, guys. I would definitely put the sound effect if I could. Speaking of which, really good, the recency for fighting games nowadays. Seems like everyone's really enjoying the new Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat 1 is right on the horizon. And Elden Ring PvP is still the way it is. And disconnect. Anyway, guys, that's the video for today. I know it wasn't the greatest video in the world. I just want to show off the build. I wanted to show you guys that I was back, and I wanted to apologize for just not uploading. So I hope you guys will forgive me. But with that being said, guys, if you guys like this kind of content, it's kind of PvP content, it's kind of build making content, invasions, duels, I do it all. Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, everything. Be sure to like and subscribe to the video, man. Trying to get to 1,000 subs for the end of the year. We're almost at 700. And thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys for watching. That being said, fare thee well. Peace out. And all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys later, man.